a third of a mile in, and I'm already climbing like an insane hill. I never even got to warm up my legs. Just going.
Don't let my grunting fool you. I love to climb. I love it as much as racing downhill, if not more. Plus, this is just a tiny little taste of what is in store for me looking ahead. In only 2 weeks from today, I'll be climbing into the Colorado Rockies over one pass after the other. That's when I'll be in that climbing trance day after day in high elevation, searching for every possible oxygen molecule my lungs can absorb.
I'm almost there. That was 800 feet of climbing inside the first 2 miles of my day. The scenery was crazy, but I got like thrown into some serious climbing.
With a late start to my day, I make quick work of getting out of Duluth and onto Maple Grove Road, heading straight west with a nice tailwind.
I think I got a straight shot west, and I'll try to do as many miles as I can until dark, or until logistically I need to stop. But so far, it's a beautiful day. I really enjoy that climb. Felt really good at it. So here's what I know about Minnesota and the roads here. The first of 2 people that have told me about them was an older gentleman at the Katy Trail in Missouri last year, who told me that he's been all over the country, every state, and he told me one of his favorite states is Minnesota. He kept saying how nice the roads are, that they're well maintained. And the other input I've gotten was from a couple in the Badlands in South Dakota last year that were from Minnesota, and they said that the roads are either superbly maintained and kept up, or they're really bad.
These 2 sets of people's advice proved to be correct about Minnesota roads, even though my route is only one of many one can use to ride across the state. My experience was mostly a pleasant one with well-maintained and repaired shoulders, except for a short stretch I had trouble with while riding a few miles northbound on Minnesota Highway 33. With the smooth pavement and the wind on my back, I keep cranking miles and making up for my late start this morning.
What a bunch of miles I just put on. It's a fabulous day. I'm heading straight west, straight line west, which feels amazing. And I have a wind on my 8 o'clock coming out of the southeast that's just tapping me at the slightest little bit, where a lot of the time I'm cruising at 18, just making miles for a late start. Is kind of a gift. And it's beautiful scenery. I'm just in country roads, a lot of small little farming communities, and blue skies, man. Gorgeous blue skies, crisp temperature, awesome. See some deer up here crossing the road. A good sized buck, yeah. See if you'll chill out and let me video it. Deer are so hard to video. They see you, they wait 2 seconds, and then they haul butt. All right, I found the other end of the spectrum. I had to get off at Maple Grove Road and get on Interstate 33 to catch US 2 coming up ahead, and the shoulder is a disaster. I can't even go fast and the wind is on my back.
I get off Maple Grove Road and take a northbound left turn onto Minnesota Highway 33 for a short time before getting back on smooth US Route 2 once again with a tailwind heading west.
Back on track, US 2 with a tailwind.
These Northwoods of North America keep on bringing the beautiful fall scenery with maple trees changing their leaves to yellow, orange, and red. Once I cross over the St. Louis River, I start having lots of antique cars driving by me that made for an entertaining hour showing off their restorations and their roaring engine noises.
A lot of cool cars going by. I'm in a cycling jackpot. Unbelievable day. I'm just hauling butt for a long time now. I'm like almost 50 miles in, I don't know, 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours or a little more. I'm letting my my bird spirit loose. Woo!
I stop at the city of Floodwood for a pit stop at a local Subway where I devour half a sub, throw the other half in one of my bags for dinner later on, and get back to the shoulder right away. Tailwind days have been few and far in between so far on this tour, so I'm all about making sure I take advantage of it.
I got really lucky on this one here because the road's closed ahead and I was looking to take a left on Minnesota 200, which is right before the road closure. I just took a left. It was kind of busy there, but that's exactly what I needed. This road's getting busier than I'd like with the small shoulder, and it's getting dark and I want to keep riding. This is Jacobson coming up in 3 miles. I think I could camp there. I might stay the night there, but I really feel like riding more. About 17 more miles is Hill City, which is the original destination I wanted for today. I've been really enjoying wearing this orange shirt, especially in forested areas when it gets dark. It just seems more noticeable than anything else. 16 miles to Hill City it is. I gotta take advantage of this light wind, and the sun's gonna peek out again, so it's gonna be gorgeous. I saw the camping spot back there, but it was good. I could have stayed there, but it's just a great opportunity for me to make up some miles that I should have done this morning or could have done. And I know the wind's gonna be coming at me sometime, so I gotta make up as much as I can before then.
Here's one of those magical moments in bicycle touring. I didn't need to look at this footage to remember it as it was. Just like that, I'm riding into the most spectacular setting with the fall colors of turning maples all around me, hardly any traffic, and this piercing yellow glow of our sun blazing my path forwards as if telling me where to go. Life doesn't get better than this. I fly like a bird on my 2 wheels all day with a tailwind, and now I'm reminded of how special our planet is. Pinch me, throw me in my tent for the night, and let me start this ridiculous process all over again.
Coming into Hill City right now. I'm maybe a mile away. There's a campground here. I just gotta find it. I'm very happy with today. I think I'm over 90 miles. Thanks to that tailwind. I mean, I got started at 12:30. I know there's a campground around here. I just gotta see if I can find it.
Imagine that, another day. I get to go back on that shoulder and see who knows what out there. After the day I just had, I'm once again filled with immense desire to keep heading west. There's so much to see, a whole world full. I pack my gear onto my bike and head out in search of some sweet hot coffee and hopefully a diner that can fill my belly as well.